Hey? Hey? Mrs. Geek did well there. Weirdos, boils and ghouls. I haven't done a comments video for a while. It's kind of tough to do comment videos at the moment because I'm not giving certain people the satisfaction of responding. But with that being said, there are some comments that I just need to read out, to react to. Sometimes this is a happy place. But Gary Fryer, right, this is a comment on me getting copyright claimed again. It was 2 this morning, it's 4 this afternoon, and I've argued all 4 back. And Gary Fryer says, exactly, Beardo, don't change who you are, never back down, keep doing what you're doing, telling the truth and exposing the fakers, go get them. Gary, thank you for your comment. I'm going nowhere, and for the most part, I'm not changing my content. The only thing I'm changing is I am not going to be reacting to those anymore. Chris Fletcher, Dorset Paranormal Investigator. You will forever have my support as well as the rest of DPI's support. You are a true gent who protects the vulnerable from the fakers and manipulators, who tells it how it is, who stands up for what is right no matter what you receive in return. Not all superheroes wear capes, and you are a true example of that. Some superheroes, they have weapons. I don't need a cape. We love you, Beardo. Unless for Parple lives, well, what more can be said? The world is a better place with him in it. I'm not going to read the rest of that because it's going to go into that. I'm not going into it. But he showed the passion he has, not just for the community, but his dear friend. This is what the paranormal field should be about. All being on the same page, being a family. We love you, Parple. Couldn't have said it any better myself. The only people that are angry, the only people that are shouting and throwing accusations around are the ones that are faking. All the guys that I shout out are nice people. They tend not to get involved in all of this junk that's going on. But they support in the background, and I can't ask any more of them. I mean, I have had so many messages of support in the background that it's unreal. And I have had people saying, I'd love to say something, but I don't want to... Don't say anything. Don't tarnish yourself with my crap. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I'll do it. This is from Haunted Views. You are a drama channel and you're desperate for attention. Even the groups you call out as legit have worked alongside some of the biggest fakers to grow their channels, and they've been caught faking themselves. Do us all a favour and get out of our community. You're a toxic channel based on drama, hate and insults. Who pissed in your cornflakes? Now, Haunted Views. I had a look at your channel. Nothing, absolutely nothing, to do with the paranormal. 9th of April 2017. Do you know that is the 4th or 5th account that was started in April 2017 that has come into this channel and other channels with the same shite, with the same threats? You've been in Parple's channel and said, we have videos on you and Beardo showing you not to be what you claim to be, etc. You were in a live stream sounding off about another channel that I support. This has nothing to do with the paranormal. This name change has probably been changed quite recently. Let's have a look at what content you are subscribed to. Kids Toys, Multimax Direct. Now this... None of this looks paranormal to me. Doesn't look paranormal UK based to me. Yet your problem always seems to be with UK based paranormal teams. Now could it be that somebody has bought a load of old accounts that are defunct just with the intentions of causing drama and issues? Because these channels all around the same date, all spouting the same thing, yet have nothing to do with the paranormal. So whoever you are, stop hiding behind fake channels and just come out with your real account and tell us who you are. I mean, you're the same guys that doxed me 2 days ago, right? If you don't like what I do, don't watch. It's quite simple, really. Doxing is also illegal. Don't do it again. And doxing is not a sign of intelligence. To be able to find somebody's real name or even their address in this day and age could take about 18 seconds. Don't hide who I am. I initially had the Beardo name and never used my real name purely because of the work I was doing. I was not allowed to have an online presence. I was not allowed to have an online presence with my real name because some people couldn't accept what I did for a living. Normally criminals and, you know, wrong-uns. So do me a favour, jog on. It's boring. Nobody cares. And I'm not going to delete your comments. I'm going to keep your comments from all of these different channels that you've got. And I'm going to put them into one nice, neat little bundle. So should you guys get caught out for who you really are, I'll take it further. Legally. Not a threat, it's a promise. I will legally deal with this issue. Denise Paspy Spencer, are you also able to debunk Jasko or Yasko? Easily, but I would rather pass you along to a channel called The Sheep. He debunks Jasko quite often, and I would rather send you to The Sheep to see The Sheep's debunks than me do another video on Yasko, or me do a video on Yasko and The Sheep has already done it and done it better. I don't think I can get any fairer than that. I do try not to hit the same channels that the other debunkers are doing, mostly because people don't want to watch the same content 2 or 3 times. Maz YNWA Akhtar Mia, I am very, very sorry if I've read that wrong. Now, this comment I've already seen, and I like this comment. I came here to have a go at you, lol. However, I surprised myself by now subscribing and kind of confirmed my suspicions about these other channels. Thanks, Beardo. Imagine that. You go onto a channel, right, I'm going to have a go with this guy. How dare he speak ill of Casper Sight and Twin Paranormal, etc. Because that's the video that lured him in. And before sounding off, he's looked at the content and made up his opinion for himself. That's great. That is perfect. If everyone could behave like that, the world would be a much better place. So I welcomed him in, and then he's responded with... I've welcomed them in, and they've responded with, Beardo Get Scared, thanks for having me. I don't like to judge before I've done my own research, and you've only gone and confirmed my suspicions. Good work. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and not behaving like other people have. I appreciate you. If you're waiting for your comment to get read out and it's got anything that is a direct link to that video, I'm not being rude. I'm just not giving anyone any ammunition to go back to them and say, hey, he's mentioned it. Steph Harwood's of the Paranormies video. Well, that was quite the steaming pile, wasn't it? Dude, Paranormies actually came into the channel and were like, you seem to think you know what you're talking about. And in some cases, you do know what you're talking about. But in this instance, you're very wrong. I'll give them their dues. Despite the fact that I debunked the crap out of them, they were quite respectful. So, Paranormies... it's fake, but they're alright, you know? They're not terrible people. Gator Chick, please don't give up what you've built. These channels can't take criticism, which in the long run isn't good for anyone. Like everyone keeps telling you, you have made a massive impact, a good one. On those who were dragged into the fake world and you've brought them back. We are all here to support you. Please don't stop your amazing work. Haters will always hate no matter what. Keep your chin up. I'm going nowhere, but I appreciate comments like that. This comment I've already seen, and it is absolutely another one of these great comments. Hello everybody, newish Italian member here. Only to say as a relatively new to paranormal world that I'm quite baffled by all this animosity that these so-called ghost hunters have towards who takes a stand different than theirs. If you publish an online video, everybody has the right to think they are great and give you money. As to debunk the video saying that the same thing is fake, giving also an explanation, I think the only reason for their anger is that they know they are fake. I would expect a serious hunter to say, people, here is what I've found, what do you think, will you help give me an explanation? Ouija Brothers have done it, did a full live stream over something they couldn't describe with them. They invited a debunker to help them debunk. Ghosts on Trent have sent me footage, do you reckon you can tell what this is? The people that are alongside the debunkers have nothing to hide. There are people in the background going, oof, they're teaming up with the debunkers just so the debunkers don't look at them. Not the case. It's because they have nothing to hide. And anyone who thinks any different, for the most part, is just trying to stir the pot. or the plate. That said, sorry for my English, but it's my second language. Lorenzo Campi. This is so well written out. There's the odd bit in here, but if I wrote this on my keyboard and posted it, the same word for word, you should see the mistakes I'll make. And English is my first language. I rush when I type. And to you people in the comment sections that keep correcting my spelling, thinking you're funny, I think it's funny. I don't care. I rush when I type. I rush everything because I don't have the time that I would like. So crack on! Anyway, let them continue to publish the video and continue to debunk them. They don't like it. It's their problem, not ours. It's like I say, Beardo, your accent is awful. Sometimes I have to squeeze every brain cell to understand you. What? This is taking a turn? Ah, you must change. Nah, it's my problem. I decide to view his videos because I think he's hilarious and extremely serious in what he does and what he says. Sometimes I struggle to understand him, so okay, I'll rewatch his videos and learn his accent. Cheers, y'all. Lorenzo, well written, and for a second I was like, uh-oh, this has made a turn. They're not happy because I'm Welsh, but no, you were using a point of, if you couldn't understand me, you wouldn't watch instead of blaming me and shouting at me. I get it. Thank you very much. Sometimes sarcasm is really hard to read on the internet. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Where's your mama with the hearts? That's right back at you, you lovely, lovely lady. Jack White. Dun, 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 dun. Nah. Beardo, since... I'm sorry. Beardo, since I found your channel a few months ago, I never thought this community would grow into what it is, and you have made an amazing supporting community where we all help each other, where we can. You have helped me personally with my mental health issues, and many others by watching the debunking and the lives that make me laugh from time to time. So personally, I'd like to say a massive thank you to you for actually helping me, and in some way saving me from going insane some days. Much love, Beardo, and never stop. Never stopping. Psychic Gary, Beardo, you the man. Psychic Gary, you the man. I never say the man, but, you know, I'm down with the kids, right? I'm cool. I'm hip. Let me look at my shirt. It's amazing. Araki Riki Woo Woo. I keep going into other channels' live streams. Sorry, into other people's channels' premieres, and other people are like, it's Araki Riki Woo Woo. It's catching. Ian Holford Ainsworth. I like this guy. He always comes across so well in comments. People are allowed to believe and like what they want. I don't get this he did, she did, he said, she said crap. Most people are, I hope, clever enough to know what is real or fake. But sadly, within that vulnerable... Right, we're back on track already. Vulnerable people get caught up in the faker's lies, especially when someone does emotionally get attached through a loss of their own that they've gone through. Sadly, no matter who you are, you cannot help everyone as much as you'd like to. Alright, I do tend to take the weight of the world on my shoulders at times, but I've always been the same. I've always stuck up for the little guy. It's just the way I am. I understand debunking, and I follow yourself, Parple, and I will follow others along the way. But you have to accept in what you are doing is you're going to upset many people. Oh, I know. Why? Because before you guys came along, people have followed these fakers for a long time to the point that they get drawn in completely. So when you guys come along and shatter what they've believed in for so long and blow them out of the water, people then feel betrayed, cheated and conned, and a sense of anger, to the point that they will turn on you for dismantling everything they thought they believed in. But in saying that, when the dust settles and people start to see the lies and the fakery for themselves, they will then in turn turn towards people like yourselves, let the fakers rant and call out. Only damage they're doing is to themselves. Truth always outs people. Very true, and it's happening already. There are many people in this channel that have come from a fake channel. Or fake channels. Not just one, there's a few. People that have been manipulated while they are vulnerable and while they are grieving. So, yeah, you're spot on with everything you're saying here. Just keep doing what you do and don't get drawn into the crap, because once you start name calling, so on and so forth, then you're making yourselves as bad. They're not worth it. Keep up the good work. I can't help the name calling on occasion. These little nicknames that I've got for people, Crayola kids, stuff like that. It's not meant with any hate or malice. It's A, to make people laugh because of my sense of humour. B, when I make these people look a bit ridiculous, they're suddenly less scary for people to stand up to and speak out on. You know? You have an immense following and community. You're a top guy, a lot of respect for you, and I've come across a lot of great channels thanks to your shoutouts. Real paranormal investigators. So all in all, close paragraph and move on. Have a good day, and the same to you and all your followers. Thank you, Ian. You've hit so many nails right on the head there, and I'm aware that I'm a flawed character. I'm aware that I get myself into trouble. I can deal with it. I've dealt with a lot worse in real life. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Broken Capital, Aaron. Absolute legend. Got all the time in the world for Aaron. Very supportive of me, and he's been supporting me when I was a lot smaller a channel as well. Broken Capital, check him out. He's hysterical. I like the guy he goes out with. The guy that he goes out with, I can't remember his channel's name off the top of my head. I subscribed to his channel this morning, and I've been watching his content. Just really nice guys. They work well together. They're really funny. They're easily scared. And I can just chill, you know? Literally just imagined you saying all that in front of a massive crowd of Beardo weirdos centre stage, Kevin Smith style. We all know the truth, Beardo. You're one of the good ones. Keep smashing it. You're the best. 100% stay awesome. Snooch to the nooch. We are both massive Kevin Smith fans. Aaron, I appreciate you, brother. We need to organise a podcast. We need to organise getting out there and doing an investigation. Kelly Clark, Beardo, what you do is great and have helped so many people, including myself. Just keep doing what you do and we're all right behind you. I appreciate that, Kelly Clark. I get a lot of people saying I've helped them out of dark places, and it means a lot to me, because then it's not just me shouting at fake people, it's doing some good, rather than just what people assume is me being toxic. Connecting to Afterlife. I'm going to do this here. Connecting to Afterlife. I'm going to pull up their channel. I like these guys. They come across very well. They have brilliant investigations in some amazing locations. They're only at 852 subscribers. They deserve a lot more. They're quite new. Look, you know, they've only been going for 11 months. I've watched a few of their videos, as you can see. I watched some on the TV. I watched some out here. They just come across so well. They're just really nice guys, great investigators. And I'm going to 30 East Drive with them later this year, and I can't wait. Just another one of the list of channels that I shout out. These guys are now in that list. Not just because they're honest, not just because they're good investigators, not just because they've taken me out to 30 East Drive, but because I've spoken to other legit paranormal teams that have watched these guys, and they're saying, these guys seem really good. I think they're legit. They're nice guys. I'm enjoying their investigations. So welcome to the club, Connecting to Afterlife. You're another channel that I actually can watch for the sake of enjoyment instead of trying to pull stuff apart and wonder if it's all smoke, mirrors and shenanigans, you know? I appreciate you. Gainer, welcome to the channel. I've just seen you comment again. You've come over from Ghosts on Trent and I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Miss Jackie, hearts back to you. Blurple Dragon. Casper site does not promote fake channels. Mindseed, Twin Paranormal, others that I have debunked a lot. He reacts to some videos and he has a laugh with his people. Yep, I've never said any different. He doesn't say, oh yes, this is 100% real. He kind of did with Smith's shadow thing in the basement. He's running around his room screaming, claiming that's real. Even when Smith told him, hey, that was me, it was fake, I was taking shots at whatever channel I'd taken the idea from. That was never corrected. I don't think it was ever corrected by the original top 5 poster. I might be wrong, but still. Anyway, no, he has called out the obvious stuff. Yeah, he did say that he wouldn't react to Really Haunted a while ago, and then went back to him, knowing he was fake, but denying he's fake. The rest, he lets people make up their own minds. What's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. But when you're aware the channels are being debunked as heavily as they are, and then you eye roll at debunkers like we're doing something wrong, then it becomes an issue for me. I don't have an issue with Ben, the man behind Casper Site. He comes across as a nice guy. He's a very entertaining guy. His content is not for my palate, but that's because I'm old as shit. Ben says all the time he's a skeptic. Ben is a really nice guy with a pretty big channel. His channel is massive. In fact, most of these channels are a whole lot bigger than yours, okay? You are a clout chaser. You are a hateful person that just picks people apart. I pick fake paranormal videos apart, not people. Unless those people have wronged me, my friends, or the community, which some of these channels have done. Not Ben, but he'll be aware of what these channels have done. You are calling... I'm going to just blank that name out because I don't want this getting back to them. I don't want them coming here. I don't want the community here. You've been calling somebody names. Why? He's nice too. Oh yeah, really. Very nice. Jasko, another nice person. I don't know enough about Jasko to see whether he's a nice person or a horrible person, but his content is fake as shit. I have seen that man debunked almost on a weekly basis the last few months. It's fake paranormal content. I call out fake paranormal content. Other debunkers call out fake paranormal content. What do you want from us? My channel is actually quite new as well, so yeah, keep shouting about how small I am. Do you have a channel? Hey, look! It's another one of those channels. Years old, nothing to do with the paranormal on the... Another channel that's years old. Nothing to do with the paranormal on the created playlists or anyway. Game of Thrones and metal and Joe Rogan. I love metal, I love Joe Rogan, and I loved Game of Thrones. The last series was shit. You keep going after all these nice people. You don't have reason to. I don't go after people, I go after fake videos. They don't treat people like There is plenty of evidence to the contrary on specific names you've mentioned. You're just jealous because you hardly make anything. Whatever. I'm doing alright if I'm honest. My channel has grown quite significantly in a very short space of time. I won't discuss my financial situation, but I work full time. I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, I release videos on YouTube, and I do okay. You're hardly making anything. I don't care if I never earn a penny. It's fun. Do you know what fun is? Demigod BJJ. I'm so proud to be part of this community. So much genuine love and respect here. No bullshit, no fakery. Seeing you post, whether it's a video or a message in the community, just makes my day better. So damn proud to be a weirdo, and I am so damn proud that people like you exist. People that come here and just enjoy it for what it is. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's not for entertainment purposes, but YouTube is an entertainment social media platform. Janet. Beardo, if it wasn't for you in your community a few weeks back now, I'd be travelling down a darker path than I'm on now. Darker path than I'm on now. Losing both parents 10 days apart. Oh no. I was watching them, thinking about things the wrong way round. We have finally had both funerals and things are still raw. Listening to them and others, I would have completely lost the plot. Thanks to you and your community, I'm still here. Yes, I'm struggling, but I hope one day I turn the corner and I can see the future again. The future is there for you. It absolutely is. When the tears dry up and the memories will come back of better times. I've watched what they've said and how they are. Thank you, everyone, especially Beardo, for being you and telling the truth about what to be aware of. I don't comment much, but I always watch. You have helped so many people who you don't realise are listening. Janet, I genuinely don't know what to say. I'm so sorry for your losses for a start. That's awful. But the future is what you can make of it. Grief. I've gone through some grief in my time. I was very, very close to my grandparents. I lost my best friend a few years ago. Grief never truly goes away, but it does change. And as you said there, your memories, you start to remember happy times and stuff. I'll share something with you here. My best friend, this tattoo is actually in memoriam. It's not a memoriam. I didn't want a memoriam tattoo. I've got my grandparents' names on my neck there. And then I did this for my best friend after he passed. And everyone's like, why have you got Jose Jalapeno on a stick on your arm? And I was like, there was just this really funny story involving my mate with jalapenos. And we used to watch Jeff Dunham. We'd go out to town, we'd get drunk, we'd come home with a kebab, put Jeff Dunham on, laugh our asses off, and there was an incident involving jalapenos and a bully. It was hysterical. I'm not going to go into it all. But instead of having a memoriam tattoo, I had a tattoo of one of the funniest stories that, you know, when our circle of friends do meet up and we discuss him, that's the story everyone remembers. And that's why I put that tattoo there. To celebrate as opposed to mourn. And I'm not telling you to get a tattoo. Don't listen to me. I'm covered in bad tattoos. But what I'm trying to say is your grief will change over time and things do become less painful. So, Blurple Dragon, while you're shouting about how crap I am, maybe have a look at these other people that are telling me how much I've helped them. Just saying. Ghosts on Trent. I love that channel. You deserve our support, and for what you do, we fully respect. You put yourself in the line of fire to support real teams and to expose those who are taking the piss out of us. If we don't stand together, then what chance do we stand? Spot on. This community you have built will only get stronger, and for the right reasons. It's not a cult, it's not a regime. It's a community that is out for one thing, the truth. Unfortunately for them, they can't stand it. They don't like the fact that they have been found out and exposed for what they are, frauds. And well done to Parple in his latest video revealing more truth. That's all I'm going to say on that. Parple says more than I can, and more eloquently. Ghost on Trent, your support. Ghost on Trent are one of these channels outside of YouTube, away from YouTube. They message me. Me and Paul speak quite often. I speak to other channels, and without them commenting or without their permission, I'm not going to mention them, but I've had so much support this last couple of weeks off these channels. It means the absolute world to me. You all know who you are, and I really, really appreciate it. And I completely understand people not wanting to get dragged into my drama and bullshit. I absolutely 100% understand it, respect it, and just those little messages reaching out, I hope you're okay. That's more than enough, honestly. Don't stress about me. Okay, so this is on the Paranormies Debunked. Truly awful. Firestarter. Lol, that's the light, and I'm an effects expert. Nutter, you've guessing again. Lol. Eokld. E-O-K-L-D. Love to have your job crap on people's work. Subs speak volumes and your subs suck. Gee, I wonder why. Like I said, go sit down somewhere, Junior. Does somebody need a nap? Do you need a hug? Junior, show some respect, idiot. Firestarter again. The truth is though, bud. What? The truth is though, bud, you're still guessing. Don't really know, mate. You will always just be guessing. Take your crappy content and go sit down somewhere, Junior. Alcoholic. I may as well put this water away, right? And my Pepsi. I've been rumbled. Holy shit. Firestarter, could you just argue with a little bit more decency? I mean, alright, you're a Paranormies fan by the look of it. You don't like what I've said about their content. Fair enough. But at least be constructive instead of just shouting words and... That's the light. I'm an effects expert, nutter. You certainly missed all the bullshit in that video. And just so you're aware, Paranormies actually came into the channel and had a bit of a back and forth with me in the comment section, but they showed far more respect and restraint than you just have. Lucy Gresham, many good vibes to you, Mr. Beardo, and good vibes to you, Lucy Gresham. Reverend Helliwell, we love you, Beardo. Hey, Reverend Helliwell, I hope you're on the mend, and we love you too. Steve Billow, Beardo, anybody, can you crack the 1.6 gigahertz code transmission for alien transmission? I am not that intelligent. This is how they communicate. FYI, Skinwalker Ranch Messer status now 24/7. If you're light, thank you very much. Beardo, keep on trucking. Steve, I am not the guy to be cracking gigahertz code transmissions. Straight over my head, my friend. Renee McCammon? Renee McCammon? Jesus, I can't speak. McCammon. Why did I... Oh my god. Renee! Best weirdos on the tube. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Right, last comment. Because this video is a lot longer than I thought. Ooh, my bad. What's masking? Great question. Brilliant question. I'll show you. This handsome man is me. And you're about to see something peek the door there. And people will assume, if it was another channel, it's a ghost. Or somebody else dressed in black peek in the corner. It's actually also me. So to explain the mask, this is all one video. I then recorded a separate video at the same angle with just this peeking around the corner. I then cut this video literally there, a straight line right down that edge of the door there. So the second video is playing underneath. The giveaway is that wall changing colour and this being doubled there. And all I've got to do is react to that. And there's a cut. Now that cut isn't there because somebody was coming out of the kitchen. That cut was there because the mask slipped when I moved the camera and the door separated. There were two doors in shot. But that's basically a mask. And I tried to be clever by having the washing machine on in the background to make it look like it was all one video. And I was waiting for people to say, oh, Mrs. Geek did well peeking that door corner. And it was in fact me. So basically, masking, two videos. One is overlaid. You change the opacity and you cut a line somewhere to hide where the mask is. You can feather the edges, which I did very crudely. And I believe you can actually see it on the door handle as well. I think the door handle's actually got a section of him missing. So guys, it's been a while since I've done a comment video. Quite enjoyed that. Bit of back and forth. Bit of shut up your face. This shirt is epic. I am sweating because it is like 20 something degrees in the UK right now. Studio lights and all the rest of it. It's really warm in here. Much love to you all. Thank you for your comments. If I didn't read your comment, it's not because I'm rude. It's because A, there are way too many, and B, I'm not reading comments out that are going to start something over there. Much love to you all. Beardo out.